From the Midwest to the East Coast, it's Jason in the Jensen Rhodes Band. Now look at me go, are you feeling my flow? You're sitting in the back seat screaming out, whoa, whoa, whoa. Baby, this is just how we roll. Sit back and enjoy, I got this under control. Look at me go, are you feeling my flow? You're sitting in the back.
Hello?
Hello, I'm looking for Mr. Tim Zabriskie.
Yeah, that's me. How are you?
Hi there. I am calling from Animal Control Adoption Department. How are you tonight?
Oh, great. Is this about the dog?
Yes, I'm so happy that you wish to adopt a pet.
Yeah. Me and Ruru, we've been talking about this for a long time. Probably getting some sort of dog. I'm really glad that you called. What kind of dogs and stuff do you have available?
Well, as you know, you can't really adopt a pet. You can only love them.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm definitely looking to love a dog, and yeah. So how does this whole thing work? Like, do we come down and do we pick out the dog, or do you guys kind of figure out what dog is the best for us? How does this really go down?
Okay, well, actually, it's really quite simple today. What we need to do is ask you a few questions, and if you answer correctly, then you go to the next level where we actually interview. Are you a couple?
Yeah, we are, actually. We just
Are you homosexual?
No, Ruru's a woman, so.
Transgender?
Nope. She's full gender. She's definitely a woman.
Okay, all right. Well, we are a little privy to our transgender friends, but we are always interested in trying to help out anyone who wishes to love a pet.
Okay, but yeah, that's if we're not transgender, is that okay?
It's okay. It does happen a lot in the business. Now, first thing I need to ask is, may I hear your bark, please?
You want to hear my bark?
Yes, please.
I thought typically the dog barks, but you want me to actually bark for you right now?
Yeah, so tell us a lot about you.
Okay. Do you want like a puppy bark, or do you want like an adult, like full grown, like husky kind of bark? You know what I'm saying?
I want a bark you would give a brand new loved one.
Oh. What? Like a little bit. I think the little higher pitch would be good there, right? Like woof woof.
I'm not feeling it. I'm so sorry.
Oh no!
Could you give me a better bark?
I can give you a better bark, because I was thinking, more of like a DMX kind of bark, like.
I'm liking that. Now let me ask you, Timothy.
Yes.
Do you have a backyard that is fenced in?
Not really, but I've used a leash before. The backyard we have, like there's trees and stuff like that. It's a nice little backyard, but it's not like fenced in. Is that going to be a problem?
No, not necessarily. Are you triggered by leashes?
By leashes? No. I've used them before.
And no triggered effect, no violence.
Not that I'm aware. Like, what are you referring to?
Well, we just had a situation with a client who was put on a leash and went ballistic. Don't worry about it. Have you ever violently shaken a baby?
No. I prefer not to be around babies very much. I feel like they're contagious, like if I'm near a baby, I'm going to end up having one day. So I try to stay away from them, and I definitely don't shake them, they're not soda. Okay,
so when you see babies, you feel that you're going to procreate?
It's part of the agenda, but it's on like the tail end of the agenda. It's not like something that we're looking to do while we have the puppy, let's say. Maybe later on in the puppy's life.
Okay. Well, speaking of the tail end, have you ever had a prostate exam, and what were the results?
Well, I mean, this is this like a routine question that you typically ask someone that's looking to adopt a dog?
Oh, yes, it's very common. It's very common among animal control. We have to be very careful. Some very weird people out there.
I mean, like people that ask about prostate exams?
It's important. Yes or no? Yay or nay?
I have yet to have a prostate exam, but I do get a physical regularly, and I feel like...
Are you 50 plus, sir?
What was that? I'm sorry.
Are you 50 plus?
Am I 50 years old?
Correct.
No, I am not. I am,
okay.
I mean, I can be 50 if you give me a couple of years, you know?
Okie doke, we'll revisit. Do you drink at least 8 glasses of water a day?
I would say I drink about 4 glasses of water a day. I mean, but I can definitely up my game up. But once again, what does that have to do with me renting out a puppy?
We're trying to see if you follow proper medical examinations, if you would drink a glass of water and remember that your poor little puppy is dehydrated in the corner, perhaps shaking equivocally.
Wait, why would the puppy be shaking in the corner if I'm not fully hydrated? Did I hear that properly?
Because you're clearly triggered by the leash. You're not listening.
I'm trying to follow this. This just doesn't even really make it sense. So basically, what you want me to do before we can even talk about the kind of puppy. I thought that's why you were calling me. But what
this is the prequel.
Okay, so this is the requirements, excuse me. Before I can even figure out what kind of dog I want, I gotta get a prostate exam. I gotta start drinking 8 ounce glasses of water a day, and I gotta make sure I have to have an examination around leashes. Is that kind of what you're telling me?
I'm a bit confused, but I'm going to. I'm not wanting you to give up yet. Here's what I need to know: have you ever killed a pet?
I think the answer to that is no. I had to go back because I'm pretty certain I've never killed a pet. But you know, you're kind of putting me on the spot. It's not something I think about every day. But the answer is no. I've never killed a pet.
Can you tango?
Can I tango like the dance?
Correct.
Do you want me to dance with the dog that I'm potentially gonna get through the agency?
We find rhythm is very important in raising an animal.
Girl, I got some rhythm. I can swing, I can dance, and I can romance all at the same time. It's fantastic.
Now, I don't know your budget, but would you be offended by wearing a diaper?
By wearing a diaper? Is that what you said? I typically don't have to wear diapers anymore.
I think I have to.
Is this a fake phone call right now?
Perhaps I don't. The wrong number.
Can you please take me off your list? Thank you so much.
Your name is Vance, isn't it?
Oh, what's up, guys? It's your boy Tim Zabriskie here, back at it again with the brand new vid. I tried to get a dog, and that was the result. That happened a couple days ago. Luckily, I was here at the computer just working, and when the phone rang, and I was like, I don't even know what this number is, so I'm just gonna record it. We'll see how this goes. And yeah, that was pretty freaking ridiculous if you ask me. We have a great show for you here today. LA is on the line. We're going to touch base with her, see how sports is doing. I haven't talked to LA in a few weeks, so, you know, it'll be good to catch up. Also, I had an awesome interview with Sugar Eater yesterday, the pop punk band out of Saratoga Springs. We sat down at my favorite bar, Desperate Annie's, and we had a little interview. I'm going to show you the preview for that. And then also, the Mr. President of Wrestling, Mr. Phil Stamper, will be on the show tonight. We'll be talking about Survivor Series. I think it already started. I think today it started at 7, so it's happening right now. We're going to go through who the winners are for the rest of the card. But let's grab L.A. L.A., are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's going on? How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good. It's been a little while, I feel like.
I know. It's scheduling stuff.
All the sports games you're going to, all the scheduling. I needed a couple days for myself. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But
other life things happen.
That's right. That's right. But we're glad that you're here. Everything's going on. So what's happening in the sports? What do we got to know about right now?
Right now, well, we're in the middle of the football season. Kind of a lot has been going on injury-wise.
Mm-hmm.
So teams you thought were going to do good have been faltered in the last few weeks. Some teams have surprised you this year. So it's very weird. It's either like really good or terrible.
Right.
For like certain teams this year. So I don't know. It's kind of a wonky season, I feel.
Tell us about some of the upsets that have been happening right now.
Well, I mean, the Seahawks just lost Cam Chancellor and they lost Richard Sherman last week, so that's big injuries to their defense.
Oh no.
The Packers lost Aaron Rodgers, so they've been struggling the past few weeks. The Texans lost Deshaun Watson, who is going to have like an outstanding rookie year. So he's out now. Just other injuries of like key players that I think Adam Schefter from ESPN posted that there's at least 15 injuries of top players, including beginning of the season from J.J. Watt, Odell Beckham Jr. So it seems like there's more injuries than normal this year.
That's not good.
So yeah, and Carson Palmer's out now for the Cardinals. So it's just teams you thought were promising, like the Cardinals, they're struggling. The Rams are having a good year, although they lost today, but they have a winning record. They're ahead in the West.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's things like that are making for an interesting season. The injuries have definitely been that way. The past couple weeks, I think the Giants have a couple wins now. But they could have kind of blown the season so they get one of the top picks. So
yeah, just like the Bills, right? The Bills were doing so well. Now are we back in last place again, where we always belong, basically?
Yeah, I think they're getting blown out by the Chargers today, actually, right now. But yeah, I mean, it's things like that. The 49ers in the race for the number one pick. Now the Browns are the only defeated team still. So
the Browns?
Like that. Yeah, they still haven't. I think they haven't. Their record's 35 and 37 the last 3 seasons.
Wow. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? They've lost 35 games in the last 37 of 37. So
yeah.
The last 3 seasons.
But now they're. Did you say they're undefeated? Did I hear that right?
No, they're defeated. They have no.
Okay, that makes more sense. That's why I was like, wait a second, what? That's nuts.
If they had a huge turnaround, you'd be like, oh my god, they'd be celebrating Cleveland right now, but they're still struggling.
Right.
And they passed up good QBs in the draft, and they picked a guy out of Notre Dame who's but a lot of rookies this year are starting, like Mitch Trubisky for the Bears. He's learning still, and then you had Deshaun Watson, who was just having such a good year until his injury. So, but growing pains, I guess, for some teams right now. That's right.
So
yeah.
So this point in the season, are we starting to get to the end of the regular season?
No, we're just over halfway. So I think this is week 11. So we're almost there. 16 games in a season. But some teams are going to be clinching the playoffs in probably by week 13, week 14.
Okay, gotcha.
But some of the divisions are pretty close where, you could have some teams are edging for the wild card still. Others are are going to be a shoe-in. So it's going to get interesting in the next few weeks.
Definitely. All right, so I'm going to pull up the website right now, sportsandchamps.com. Let the people know more about the website and what it is for.
So essentially, it's just a tool for you to learn about sports in an easy and approachable way. Try to make it clear and just very simple in order to learn. So if you're out at the bar, you can just check on the website and you'll be able to join the conversation and actually feel a part of the conversation. If you're out with a group of friends and you might not know what's going on too much, you can just pull up the website, be able to learn a little bit, and then you'll be able to be involved in the conversation.
Awesome. Thank you so much, LA, for once again gracing us with your presence, letting us know about the sports, because you know me, I'm an idiot when it comes to all this stuff. And we'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. So that was LA from sportsandchamps.com. We'll be right back after a brief message. All right, it's on.
Hi, it's Eddie Clark, comedian extraordinaire, and you're watching the Tim Zabriskie Show. Right here, right now. Yes.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Collar and Elbow is brought to you. I said that wrong. The Tim Zabriskie Show is brought to you by Collar and Elbow, that sweet clothing brand that Al Snow created. Check out collarandelbowbrand.com and use promo code TimZShow for 10% off of any and all purchases. So, the show's going on right now. Survivor Series. It's happening. We are going to be joined by our dear friend, Mr. President of Wrestling himself, Phil Stamper. Let me figure out how to get him on here on the fly like this. I know he told me he was on standby, so we'll be able to grab him. Is he here? Oh, I see him in the one way. Let's get him into the stream.
Howdy, sir. How are you?
Good. How are you? Oh, here he is. Mr. President, how are you? We got you.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How was your weekend? Did you do any sweet shows?
No, actually, this weekend was off for me. I went to an event that I had nothing to do with. That somebody involved with them wasn't able to make it, and he said, "Hey, can you go and take notes?" So I took production notes.
Okay. Did you give him the book? Did you say, "This is shit. This is shit"? Is that how this went?
I kind of did, but it was not my intention. It was one of those I took notes as I went along, and I wrote them down on my phone so I wouldn't lose them. And it was of course, the more negative things that could be fixed stick out a little bit more.
Yeah. It's always hard, and then you're just you need to just stop booking this guy. This guy is a fucking herb. And it's
to be fair, I only said that about one person.
Okay, yeah. And thank God it wasn't me this time, because I don't do that anymore. But anyway, let's get into another show that is totally I feel like it's booked really well, but I don't know. I when I printed out the card, because I decided, I always was writing out the card, and I was like, let me just print it this time. And I was kind of looking at it, and I said to myself, you know what? It's why are they doing this? That was the first thing I said about the Survivor Series card to myself. I said, why are they doing this? We have the two different brands, which is cool, so that more people get more time and stuff like that. But we're building up both shows. So, for instance, on the kickoff show, we have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, which we'll talk about in a second, and Breezango, where we're building these guys up, and then on each one of the brands. I guess they're on the same brand, but you get what my point is at. We're building these guys up on each one of the brands, and then we're just going to make them go at it, but then one of them is going to lose and look like crap, and they're both the champions of each brand. So for me, like, I used to like the idea because it's like, oh yeah, this is fun, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it just, someone's going to come out looking like crap.
Right. Well, okay, so you said 5,000 things into my brain, like it's all trying to mash it all together. So
I'm sorry.
Really quickly, I think they've reordered the kickoff show, unless they're doing 3 matches on the kickoff show now. So, because I also first heard that it was going to be Zayn and Owens, sorry, on the kickoff show. I realized what I said after I said it. But now the WWE on their Twitter has just announced, oh, starting us off will be the Shield versus New Day. And so that's happening right now.
What?
Yeah, and that later on the kickoff, they're going to have a pinned tweet. They said the kickoff match was going to be Kalisto versus Enzo.
How is that even possible? I don't.
Oh no,
I don't get it. What time does this pay-per-view even start?
Matches in the next.
Is this a 4-man show or a 4-hour show?
I didn't think it was a 4-hour show. I thought it was starting at 8. Did I misunderstand?
I don't even know. But let's just get back into but I want to hear your opinion on what I was saying before first, of how they build up these guys, and then on each one of the individual shows, then they have them go at it, and then, like, it just, one of them is going to get killed momentum, and it's just like, oh, we're just supposed to go back into believing that they're the best, even though they just lost to whoever?
But that's been the WWE's game. Like, I hate to say it, because I watched, not that I hate to say that I watched the War Games match last night, but I already knew going into it, nothing was going to change about the dynamic of any of those 3 teams. You were going to walk away. It was a fact that somebody was going to win, and it would be neutral playing field when you saw them next, because they can't make anybody look weak. But then you have on a prominent stage like Survivor Series, you're going to walk away making somebody look weak, and WWE, for some reason, doesn't have that rationalized yet. I mean, if they had figured it out, then they wouldn't have. We talked about this last time, how Nia Jax taps out to everything.
Yeah, she's the biggest one on the card.
Yes.
Yes. I probably just screamed really loud to whoever's watching, but I don't even care. I'm passionate about it, and it salts me up pretty bad. But, like, all right, let's get into the card. So you're saying that right now what's happening is the Shield versus the New Day? Is that what you were saying?
Yes.
Okay, so I guess we'll start with that one then, since it's happening right now, and then as soon as the show's over, we can take a look. But I'm going to go with the Shield. I mean, there's no, like, the New Day's kind of been on, I don't know if they're on the shit list right now, what's going on, but they're definitely not doing as good as they were. What do you think?
Well, and that's just it. I think if I look at both of these teams, I think the team that needs to walk away victorious is the New Day, because I think they need that.
Yeah.
I actually kind of feel it wouldn't hurt. It would not hurt. Wait a minute. What? Sorry, I'm seeing all sorts of different conflicting information about all sorts of things. I'm so sorry.
What's happening? What we got? What we got?
So apparently the Cruiserweight match has already happened. Maybe Survivor Series did start.
It must have been a 4-hour show. We must already be in the first hour, so we're not even going to talk about the kickoff show. And then at the Shield,
they're still saying kickoff. I'm so confused.
Are they still saying kickoff?
They're still saying kickoff on the Twitter, but it looks like the Cruiserweight match has already happened.
You know what? Survivor Series this year has been a 12-hour show, ladies and gentlemen. So, all right. So
no, wait a minute. The night starts WrestleMania.
Yes. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. So if we're going with, you're going to go with the New Day on that. I'm going to go with the Shield just because, Roman Reigns, the best. Okay, so let's go with the Miz versus Baron Corbin. Now, this is sweet because of all that internet stuff that happened where the Miz literally told Corbin to go F himself, like on a Twitter video or something like that. I'm going to go with the Miz.
I can't disagree. I'm totally on board there. I still think I was never in support of Baron, so it's just not going to be that way for him.
Yeah, I don't really know. I'm definitely gonna go with the Miz on that. But I also think that maybe Baron's gonna win, and then the Miz is gonna take time off because his wife is pregnant. So there's also that possibility.
Months away from her pregnancy.
Yeah, I know, but I guess you're right. All right, the next one we'll look at is I should start marking so that I don't go over them. So we went with the Miz on this one. You went with the Shield. I went with
I went with New Day. You went with Shield.
That's right. That's what I meant. But I wrote it the right way, so we're good to go. Let's go with Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte. Let's just get that one out of the way. I got to go with my girl Charlotte. Her dad is healthy now. I think that's going to be the victor there, but I don't know. Alexa Bliss is, she's pretty nice to look at though. So who do you think that they're going to go with on that one?
So I'm also with you. I do think Charlotte there, but if I had to pull out my wild card,
oh my gosh,
I do each other. We're each awesome, and then somehow it involves all the women from both teams, and then it devolves into the Survivor Series match for the women.
Yeah, definitely. So maybe they'll all just come out, and it'll that'll be the segue into the elimination match that they have. So because we'll segue into that ourselves too. So as far as that, we'll look at Alicia Fox, Nia Jax, Asuka, Sasha and Bayley versus Becky, Naomi, Carmella, Tamina, and Natalya. Ooh. You go ahead. You can go pick this one first.
Totally Team Raw.
Team Raw on this one? See, this is the problem. We're basically been Team Raw on this, except for Charlotte so far. So, I don't know. So, if you're going to go with Team Raw, I'm gonna just go with SmackDown because, I feel like they're going to try to do the thing where it's like they bring it even all the way to the end.
1-1.
Yeah, exactly. So then from there, we got the tag team champions, the Bar versus the Usos, or as we refer to them on our show, the Thugs, if you will. I think we're going to have to, I don't know, you can go first on this one as well.
It's Usos versus. Wait a second. It's Usos versus who again?
The Bar, Sheamus and Claudio.
I have to totally go the Bar.
I like them. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's like they're those guys that they kind of put together. They smash them together, and that never really works out in the long run. It only works out, and it's always Cesaro that gets put with somebody else in the whole smashing and stuff like that. I'm gonna say that. As much as I love those freaking Thugs, I think I'm gonna have to go with the Bar as well. So, but that's the problem. We're totally looking at this as a Raw show, and that's
right.
But that's always been like the A show, so I guess it makes sense. Okay, so it looks like what we have left right now is Brock versus AJ. Now, this is the one that I've been thinking about this morning, and I said to myself, you know what? Jinder's getting involved. Jinder is going to get involved in this one. He is going to make it so that Brock Lesnar loses based off the crap that Brock was saying. AJ Styles is going over, and then it's going to set up the feud between AJ and Jinder, especially with them going to India in a week and a half or whatever it is.
Thoughts? I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. But when they go to India, though, that's the other part. Jinder's facing Triple H, and there was supposed to be a 2 cards, but they only turned it into 1 card, and he's only facing Jinder, he's only facing Triple H, Jinder and Triple H. But I think that I don't even know why I'm making my hand like this. This is funny. But yes. But I think that maybe yes, maybe on SmackDown, maybe we'll get a surprise match between Jinder and AJ, and then Jinder will get the belt and go to India. But I think that Jinder's going to get involved, and AJ's going over.
Well, remember, sometimes the guy who is chasing for the belt is the one who gets more out of that. So now they go back to India. Now he's fighting for his championship.
But he's not fighting. He's not fighting AJ. He's fighting Triple H.
He's fighting Triple H. Triple H.
Triple.
So I don't know. So I think this is another one where I'm not fully implementing the screw job card, but I just feel it's gonna go wonky. I do agree. I think Jinder's gonna get involved somehow. And this is where I'm like, WWE is trying almost too forcibly to do like we're going to make something happen here that I don't know which way they're going to go. I feel Jinder's going to get involved in either A, directly screw over AJ and let Brock win, or B, it's a total swerve and it he just helps either Brock wins or AJ wins. And if he goes in to help AJ, I feel like it's some like deal that he would have broken with either Triple H or Brock Lesnar, because that's the Raw brand, and that's what leads to then when they go to India, Triple H facing him. Or it is no, he was supposed to, or it looked like it, and instead he saved AJ. Like I don't know, I
could see that. You know, it's a good scenario. I'm also thinking, going with what you're saying, maybe he just goes in there and he screws over AJ, and that way Brock, like the two of them, like hurt AJ. That way on Tuesday, you know, he wins the belt, and then going into India, it's Triple H versus Jinder for the belt, and Jinder will go over at that point.
Gotcha.
All right, sounds good. Well, we'll just take it from there.
I'm also with you too, though. I think AJ should win. I think this would capitalize him a little bit more. I think it does position for something longer term, or possibly like AJ and Brock, the rematch at WrestleMania. Like, yeah. I can see that working too.
Exactly. All right, so looks like we went through the whole card already of this 12-hour Survivor Series event. Let's go into the main event as I see it. The match that everybody needs: Kurt Angle, Triple H, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, and Samoa Joe versus Shane McMahon, John Cena, Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Bobby Roode. It's really hard, but I'm gonna have to go with the Raw team again, because if you think that Triple H is gonna do the JOB on the PPV, I don't think so. There's no freaking way.
And I'm kind of with you there for that same reason, but also this is another one where it's like you have the unstable element of Jason Jordan. Does he come down to try to quote unquote help something and screw over Team Raw?
Probably.
And or does it go the other way and we finally get the like, Kurt, you were never my father. This was a horrible, evil plot to destroy you. Ha ha.
I'm really a McMahon. Like,
right, off the mask.
It's me, Austin. Oh yes, it definitely.
What is wrong with us today?
I don't know. Did we just smoke some virtual stuff, or what is that? I mean, I didn't. And I'm actually drinking iced tea tonight, so it's. All right, so we're looking at Kurt Angle, Triple H, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor. All right, let's make it a little bit more interesting. How are the eliminations going to go?
That one just floored me.
Do you have the list in front of you? Do you need me to?
I don't. So I am gonna pull it up. So you start first.
All right. So what I'll go with is Shinsuke is getting knocked out first, because as much as we love him, there's no way he's staying in there. And then they're gonna do the thing where they get two of the guys out on the same team. So then Bobby will be gone next. That's what I'm gonna go with. All right. And then what they'll do is Raw will come back. They'll tag in Randy. Randy will get rid of Finn Balor. Mm-hmm. And then after that, Braun Strowman is gonna get disqualified for. Braun Strowman's gonna get disqualified for beating the crap out of Shane McMahon. So then he's gonna be gone. He's still gonna be looking strong. And then so we'll take him right out. So then that'll even things up, even though not technically, because Shane McMahon will be dead at that point, right? So then, what are we gonna get? We're gonna get Samoa Joe will be knocked out clean by Randy. All right. Triple H is gonna have a moment where he doesn't want to get rid of Randy. So, Kurt Angle comes in and freaking, he goes apeshit and takes out the two of them. So he'll take out Kurt Angle's going to take out Randy. This is getting really complicated. So basically,
Yeah.
Kurt Angle is taking out Randy. Then Kurt Angle is going to, I don't know, John Cena will take out Kurt Angle. Triple H will be in there with Cena. And then Shane McMahon will come in. And then SmackDown's going over. I'm putting SmackDown over at the end. I just decided. I switched my decision. SmackDown's going over. All right. What do you got?
So, okay. So I think I do agree with you pretty much. I do think at the beginning, actually, I think Bobby Roode will be the first person eliminated. I think then Finn Balor, then Shinsuke. I do think Braun's going to do something like, right. So I think it'll be Braun getting rid of Randy. So at this point, then you would have Shane and John Cena on one side, Triple H, Kurt Angle, and Samoa Joe are left, and Braun. And then whatever has happened to Braun at that point, John Cena comes in, gets the pin on Braun. Samoa Joe and John Cena do a brawl countout, leaving Kurt Angle and Triple H alone with Shane McMahon, because it's all about the Shane McMahon, because WWE is the McMahon television program.
Yes.
So I think it comes down to them, and I think Triple H just walks away from Kurt Angle.
You think he just leaves him in the middle of the ring?
I think he just leaves him. I think because it's a lesson, and sometimes you got to teach your employees really hard lessons.
Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Or even he, it's the two of them in, and then he just turns around and hits Angle, and then with the pedigree, and then walks away because and then he's the one that fixes the whole family because he's fixed everything for Vince basically.
I made NXT. I'm awesome.
I brought back War Games and you didn't. Oh God. Yeah, so I think that's about it. I think that Triple H is definitely not celebrating. He's definitely leaving because it's gonna be like, ooh, he's got unfinished business. Ooh.
Right.
Awesome. All right, so
Bryan Danielson down to make the save, and
yeah,
I don't know.
And everyone in the audience is screaming yes, and everyone in the back is screaming no because they don't want him to wrestle. Oh, so good. All right, do you got anything you want to plug, my friend?
Yes, this week on Wednesday and Thursday, so Thanksgiving, I almost said SmackDown night. On Thursday night, Thanksgiving night, Rockstar Pro Wrestling is running both evenings, Wednesday and Thursday, at the Rockstar Pro Arena at 1106 East 3rd Street in Dayton, Ohio. Make sure you come check that out. And then MCW returns on December 1st at the MCW Arena in Joppa, Maryland.
I gotta check out one of these MCW shows. I see you post all the cards and everything like that all over the interwebs, and the card always looks good. I gotta make a trip. Maybe I'll do it.
You are always welcome.
Maybe I'll do a commentary or something. We'll talk about it. But
there you go.
Thank you so much for having me, or having you on my show. What is happening with us today? I don't even know what's happening. But
just breathe.
Let's do Lamaze. I don't know. I'm done. Let's get out of here.
My mom was an obstetrics nurse.
Oh God! All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. President Phil Stamper, the president of wrestling. He's always all over the place. Make sure you like him, follow him, do all that good stuff, and for any sort of indie professional wrestling news, he is the guy to go to. All right, Mr. President, we will talk to you soon.
Sounds good. You have a good one.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. So, to conclude the show, to let everybody know, I had a fantastic interview set up with Sugar Eater, the pop punk band from Saratoga Springs. These guys have been playing forever. I'm pretty certain that they started playing in around 2004. I had an amazing interview with them. The full interview will be located onto my YouTube page. I don't know why I can't freaking talk today. I don't know what's going on with me, but yeah, so I'm excited to show you guys this interview right now. It definitely was a very fun experience. Here's the preview for it. Make sure you go to my YouTube page, youtube.com/TimmyZ4674 to check out the full interview. But this is what it is in store for you. Have a great day. Guys, Tim Zabriskie here, back at it again with the brand new vid. I'm here with Sugar Eater. What's up, Sugar Eater? How's it going, guys?
Hi, Tim.
Good. Hi.
It's good. How are you?
So after a bunch of technical communications and errors and whatnot that I caused everybody, an hour later we got the interview rocking and rolling. But I'm 3 beers deep. I don't know how many everyone else has had.
Second water.
Rock and roll's never on time.
No. When has rock and roll ever been on time?
It's also not noise pollution from what I heard.
That's funny. So, you guys, I know that you guys have always been practicing, but you stopped doing shows for a while and stuff like that. I remember the first time I ever heard you guys was when we did Izzy's bachelor party. Izzy from DA's here, which is, for me, it's the staple of Saratoga. Because honestly, like, the drinks are the cheapest and then the strongest, and it's the best place to hang out.
It's the best place in Saratoga for sure.
Absolutely. So,
minus the bookstore. The bookstore is really nice too.
Yeah.
There should be like a bookstore bar.
Yes.
Read and drink? Is that what we're... Definitely, yeah.
Onto something.
But I remember watching you guys at that show, and I was just like, "This band is fucking amazing."
So
basically, that's what I got out of that show. I bet you guys didn't even recognize me there because I was like 10 years old playing drums for the Racing City Ghost at that.
Yeah,
point.
no, I remember.
Yeah,
with Jeff and Mark and everybody.
Oh yeah.
I remember, of course.
That was fun. Yeah. But so you guys took a little hiatus of actually doing shows. You guys never actually stopped playing together though. Now, why have you decided to start coming back and doing some more shows?
For the money. Yes. Honestly,
fortunate fame.
We were putting so much. Yeah, we were putting so much money in the bank back then that like really after we took that hiatus, it really hurt not to take that check in every week. So here we are again. Just I mean, really, it's really all about the dollars when you boil it down.
It's like the money, the women, all of it, right?
No, we never got women.
No,
yeah, but the money was
the dudes.
Primo. Yep.
Now, would you guys consider this? I know that because you could kind of continue playing. Would you consider this to be like a reunion tour in that sense?
No, not really.
Tour of venues that are no more than 30 minutes apart. Very exclusive.
Yes.
Now we've been, like you said, this has been a slow build. We've been practicing. We all feel like we really know our instruments now, and we really kind of want to come back out here and show people locally. Let's be clear about that.
Again, no more than 30 minutes.
What we can do.
In our house.
Yeah. And we all live in a lot of different areas. So
yeah, so it's good. We got a big region covered. We live all over the place.
So now, as far as the range that we're talking about, 30 minutes from each person's house, who lives the farthest from Saratoga?
That'd be Bill. Yeah, that's
Bill, how far do you live from here?
I'm pretty much on the Massachusetts border, down in East Chatham.
Give us exactly.
So we can get about half. Yeah.
This is good radio.
I'm like an hour away. If anybody wants to find me.
So you took an hour out of your day to come to the Tim Zabriskie Show?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my God, I feel so special.
Yeah.
Hopefully none of these lights go out.
There you go.
I feel very well with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's warm. We're getting warm around here.
Yeah, I know. I
Awesome.
like it.
So you live an hour away. I know that you guys live in Saratoga. Do you live in Saratoga?
I do not. I live in Albany.
You live in Albany? Nice. Awesome.
Can we talk about that a little more? Where in Albany?
Yeah.
Do you live in Arbor Hill?
right, back to the question.
All right. I mean, those group
where I was going with the question was that I saw a music video and I thought that it was really awesome. There was like a random girl in there. It looks like she flips off the camera and stuff like that at one point. My question is that is there going to be any more music coming out as far as CDs? That way we could see more music videos and stuff like that. Because I thought the music video was hilarious. So.
That's great. To answer the question, yes, we are actually working on another album where we expect for it to be done, I would say...
Don't name a date.
March...
Don't name a date.
23rd?
17th. I heard it was the 17th on Reddit.
March 23rd, 2018, 2019.
Oh, good.
Give us a little
nice. Thank you.
I like how you did that.
No, nervous for a second. I got nervous.
We give it like a year leeway.
We do have between 13 and 15 new songs. I would say anywhere between 7 and 9 of them are really, really good. And the other ones are adequate enough.
We have new songs?
No. They would be new to people who had never heard us before, but we've been really honing our skills on these 15 songs or so. We've been hammering these out since I joined the band 2004. So no, it's really good. Good pop punk, fun to listen to. It's well executed, I think. And if you're fans of Screeching Weasel or any of the old 90s pop punk bands, you're really gonna dig what we've been up to.
Sugar Eater. Now, plug your shows again. When's the next show coming up?
Ghosts of Hardcore Past.
Yep.
At Paulie's and the Low Beat on December 23rd, starting whenever. Go online and figure it out. All of the bands are going to be really good. So the premise behind the show is, a bunch of local bands get together, pick a band that they love, and they play an entire set. We're doing the Dead Milkman. There's a lot of other great bands being played that night. So check it out. Come out and have some fun. Or whatever. I don't care if you have fun.
Or else.
Do whatever you want to do.
Come out or else.
I'm not your dad.
Awesome. So that was Sugar Eater, and thank you so much for having this interview, guys. And we'll of course. And we'll have to do it again sometime. Check out this music video I was talking about from the Sugar Eater right now.